SHMACKEMAGOB. Hey, I did a video a couple of weeks ago on the Kiss Wednesday where I put Suck versus Suck, which was Crazy Nights versus For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and you know, I never liked any of those albums. So, you know, it was kind of fun, but kind of disturbing too, because, you know, I love Van Halen, but I hate Van Hagar and so on. But this is just depressing. Just downright depressing, because Black Sabbath is my favorite band of all time. And I love Ozzy, man. And what I'm going to do is Ordinary Man versus 13. And I feel like both albums suck. So it's Suck versus Suck. And it's probably the only time you're ever going to see me put a Suck versus Suck when it comes to a Black Sabbath album. Because I can, you know, look, Forbidden I'm not a big fan of, but man, I mean, at least I like some of these songs. There's nothing I like on the Black Sabbath album at all. And I'll go through it. Now, before I'll go through it, I think I should do this on all my Suck by Suck videos, because even on the last one, you know, it's cool when people leave comments going, well, I like Crazy Nights, and I like For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, this and that. But those pickle whistlers out there that try to educate me that I'm wrong. You know, musical taste is personal. It's not science. So, whatever you say to me, you're not going to convince me. Just like I'm not going to convince you. I'm not trying to convince anybody. When I say something sucks, I'm not telling you that you should think it sucks. You know? Like it all you want. I really don't care. I just don't care. So, if you want to waste your time telling me I'm wrong, go right ahead. You're just going to look like a pickle whistler. And that's a fact. So, I took notes of why I think I'm gonna put these two garbage albums against each other. All right, the first, and oh, by the way, I haven't listened to these albums forever, and I actually did today. I listened to both of them, and I took notes, and my opinion hasn't changed. In some cases, it's even worse how I felt before, because seriously, it really pisses me off that this is how Black Sabbath is going to end, you know, with this crappy album. And the Ozzy, I mean, Ozzy has been releasing a lot of crappy albums, but nothing as bad as Ordinary Man. By far the worst thing he's ever released. I can at least find a song or two I like off the crappy Ozzy albums he's released, but there's nothing, I mean nothing on Ordinary Man that is good. It's the worst piece of shit Ozzy ever released, and I understand he's making a new album. And I don't judge shit till it comes out, so I don't even want to think about it, to tell you the truth. I'll wait till it comes out, because I'm horrified. Because he's getting the same guy that did Ordinary Man working on the same album, and alright, let's get into this. Alright, the first song on 13 is End of the Beginning. It's a rehash of the song Black Sabbath. And the vocals, oh my God, that processed thing that they're doing with Ozzy's voice, man, which has been going on for a while. It's just irritating to me. What else did I say? You know, the riff is good, but, you know, you wouldn't expect anything less from Tony Iommi. There's a lot of good riffs on this album, but a riff with a crappy song surrounding it doesn't work. At least not for me. So yeah, it's just not good. It's just a shitty song. Now that one's going against Straight to Hell. Now here's Ozzy trying to do like a modern day War Pigs, and I will say there's one good thing I can say about the song. That beginning riff is pretty cool. You know, it's all right. It's not bad, but then it goes into that you know, when Ozzy goes, all right now, oh my God, man. It's like, listen to Sweet Leaf. It's organic, it's real, it hits the soul. This one is processed garbage, man. Seriously, it's just garbage. Ugh. And what else did I write about this? Yeah, he's trying to do War Pigs with the vocals, and then a little riff in the vocals. Nothing original. The vocals are so fake sounding, you know? He sounds like a tortured guinea pig. That's what Ozzy's voice sounds like in this song. It's terrible. and I'm going to give it to the rehash song from Black Sabbath. Alright, the next song is God is Dead, and this is crazy. The first song is a rehash of the song Black Sabbath. The second one is a rehash of the song Black Sabbath. I mean, back to back, they're rehashing the same fucking song. And again, you know, Black Sabbath was never like this. They never repeated themselves. Every album, I mean, I'm even talking out of the original with the Dio and the Gillan and the Hughes and the Martin. They were all different. Nothing like resembled, you know, what they'd done before. You know, it was just a growth, you know. Whether you like it or not, they were all different. This ain't. This is them trying to be 1970 Black Sabbath. And I blame Rick Rubin, that lazy ass that's laying on his back saying, I want to hear a song like Black Sabbath. I want to hear a song like NIB. I want to hear a song like Planet Caravan. You know? Insane. It's insanity. It's disrespectful to the legacy of Black Sabbath. For me, as a Black Sabbath fan, this album's terrible. And it doesn't help when you have this drummer that's so pedestrian. You know, he sucks. You know, compared to the great Bill Ward. You know, but I will even say adding Bill Ward to these songs, doing those spectacular drum fills and what he does, that unorthodox playing, the song still sucks because you got some cool riffs. But you add Bill, you gotta rebuild the song altogether. And where Rick Rubin's laying down, grab that fucking bed he's laying down in and roll him down the street and get somebody else in there, god damn it. Oh, terrible. And that one's going against, God is Dead is going against All My Life. Boring. Contrived. Garbage. You know, it's like, it has this mellow intro and then it goes into like a heavier thing that's so generic with those annoying vocals. I'm giving it to that rehash God is Dead. Alright, next, Loner. Rehashed NIB riff. And it's just, again, the drums on that song, I mean, Jesus, is Bill Ward missed. It just goes nowhere, you know. And again, like I said, Bill can't save this song. But, you know, really, you're going to bring in a drummer. Number one, you kick out the drummer that with Black Sabbath, that Tommy guy, that's with Ozzy and Sabbath. He does the tours, but you get this Rage Against the Machine guy to go in and just do nothing cool. There's nothing cool about his playing. Ooh. And that one's going against Goodbye. That song should have ended it. It should have been a 3-song EP and ended with Goodbye. A 3-shitty-song EP. It's terrible. You know, again, mellow picks up to some fake-ass music. It's terrible, and I'm going with Loner. Will Ordinary Man get anything? Because it's just so... It is worse than 13. You know? And 13 is fucking abysmal. Alright. What's next? Zeitgeist. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, and I hope I'm not. I'd be proud not to pronounce this Planet Caravan rehash bullshit. I mean, seriously, it even has an ending with like a jazz solo. What the fuck? This is like, you know, what Hollywood is doing to, you know, remaking movies. You know, all these remakes fucking suck. Maybe not to some of you, but to me, I mean, Dawn of the Dead, what was that? 15, 20 years ago? That remake, not as good as the original, but I liked it. But, you know, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 78. Scarface, 80, 81. Now, those were some good fucking remakes. These are not remakes. This Zeitgeist bullshit, fuck this song. You know, it's just depressing to me. And you got even bongos like you have in Planet Caravan, but in this one, it sounds like you know what they have, like what is that, like drum machine? It's like bongo machine. It doesn't sound sincere. It's just terrible. What the fuck are they thinking, man? Oh man, just terrible. Hate it. And that one's going against Ordinary Man with Elton John. I got something good to say about the song. Elton John sounds good. And I like all the Ozzy ballads. You know, I even like Dreamer, that song where he's trying to be John Lennon. And of course, Tonight's my favorite one, Goodbye to Romance, especially the version without the drums and bass. You know, I even like So Tired, Killer of Giants. I don't mind some of his ballads, you know. But this one, it could have been better. If you would have taken out that bullshit, man, I was listening to that today thinking to myself, I'm listening to it and I'm going, wait a second, this ain't bad. What was I thinking? This is not a bad ballad. But then it got into that chorus. I was like, oh, now I remember why this sucks. But Elton John is okay on it, so I'm going to give it to Ozzy over that Zeitgeist bullshit. All right, what's next? Age of Reason. This one is not like a rehash, but, you know, and it's a little less contrived, but still flat to me. And I have seen people praise this song, and good for you, man. I don't like it. I just think it's flat. I think there's nothing that, you know, nothing good, nothing, you know, listening to 13 today, I was thinking to myself, yeah, man, you know what? I think I'm done. I don't want to revisit this album anymore. I did give it many chances back when it was released. And I gave it a chance when I did a review a year or two later. And now, like a couple of years later, I listened to this again, and I'm like, listening to this, I'm like, that's it. I do not want to go back to 13. At all. At all. And it's going on, what is it, Under the Graveyard. I remember this was the first song I saw. I remember that video. That video was so full of shit. Sharon Osbourne never looked like that. I mean, yes, I'm going to be an Ozzy nerd now. Because I actually watched the video again today. You know, Sharon didn't look like that. Ozzy didn't have that chest tattoo yet. And it's just so, it looks like one of those biopics. Just like the Queen biopic, which I liked, even though it was so full of shit and the timeline's all crappy. The Dirt biopic, which I didn't like at all. This was like a biopic on a video. And the song is just as bad. It's terrible. It's fucking shit. And I'm going to give it to Age of Reason. Alright, next one. Live Forever. Lyrics are okay. Killer riffs, that's what you expect from Iommi, you know? But it gets boring. It just bores me. Again, the drums suck. You know, it just makes me depressed hearing Black Sabbath releasing garbage like this as their swan song. Horrible, you know? And what's really horrible is that it does actually have some potential, but then just like falls off the cliff. And what's that going against? Eat Me. Re-fucking-diculous. Eat Me. The song is as bad as its title. Bite Me, Eat Me. Terrible. I'm going to give it to Live Forever. Alright, next one is Damaged Soul. Bluesy and boring. You know, to me, like all these stoner bands that sound like Black Sabbath is sounding like one of these stoner bands that's trying to be Black Sabbath, but worse. But way worse. This is boring. The solo's okay. I'll give it that, you know, but it's just a boring song. And, you know, Damaged Soul to me is like a damaged song. It's a damaged band. It's a damaged album. It's a damaged producer that's laying down. It's fucking shit. And that one's going against Day in the End. Boring as all hell. This song makes Limp Bizkit sound like Limp Bizkit. It's that bad. It's fucking, I mean, how can anyone fucking defend this fucking bullshit? It's like garbage water mixed with garbage. You know? It's just, I don't get it, man. Ugh, just fucking horrible. So I'm going to give it to Damaged Soul. Alright, what's next? Dear Father. It's a song about a priest that molests a kid. But I identify because this song, this whole album is like, I'm being molested by my favorite band of all time. It's just bad. You know, the riffs are okay, but again, the drums just sink it down. That guy sucks. He sucks in Black Sabbath. He may be good everywhere else. But on 13, he sucks. I mean, how can you not have Bill Ward with a fucking reunion with Ozzy. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And then, you know, okay, let me rub salt in the wound. Let's bring in this guy to be pedestrian. And that is the last song on the album, but the Ozzy album has more songs, so I'm going to tack in the bonus tracks of 13 to make it even. And so Dear Father is going against Scary Little Man. How long, I was listening to that today, how long, I mean, how long is this fucking album? This song is so stupid and terrible. But it's just, what is this? It's like, you know, Ordinary Man is a concept of suck. Let's just do a continuing story of shitty music. I see a common thread on Ordinary Man. Oh man, you know, and it's like, how long can its torture go on? Oh, we still got 3 more songs. Wait, actually 4 more, because I'm tacking on a bonus track to match all the bonus tracks on 13. So yeah, I'm going to give that one a Dear Father. Alright, the next one is called Methodemic, which is the bonus track. And, you know, I think this one, you know, it starts with a cool little acoustic thing, and I love the riff. I mean, this is like the best thing about this whole fucking album. But it's still a shit song. I still think the song sucks. I think the vocal melodies blow, you know. And I will say, you know, it is a tad better than every song I've talked about so far on 13. But, you know, and it's a bonus track. Really. You're going to leave this one as a bonus track. You know, Zeitgeist should have been a fucking bonus track. It would have been a little more understandable. Oh, look, a bonus track trying to copy Planet Caravan. No. Let's make a bonus. Let's put it on the actual album. Right after 2 songs that sound like, 3 songs that sound like something off the first Sabbath album. Now let's go into something that sounds like something from the second Sabbath album. Rick Rubin blows. And you know what? I love what he did on that Self-Trouble album and Manic Frustration and this Rain and Blood and, you know, some of those Danzig albums. But really, I mean, after that, I haven't heard anything that guy's done that's any good. Including that Death Pathetic from Metallica. I thought that was terrible. Alright, what's next? Oh, Methodemic's going against Holy for Tonight. You know, listening to this song, Holy Tonight, I mean, and every song before it, I can't help but see, like, Sharon Osbourne pushing Ozzy to the mic. And go sing these songs Slash and Duff wrote for you. And I just feel no soul, no emotion, no nothing. Just this processed, squeaky fucking torture voice. You know? It's terrible. And the song sucks too. You know, I just despise this shit. Despise it. Alright, then the next one, a bonus track from 13. Oh, and I'm going to give it to Methodemic. Next one, Peace of Mind, reminds me of Psycho Man. You know, Psycho Man, the song that's on the Reunion album, the studio track, which I actually like, and that's even like recycled. That's recycled on some of Megalomania here and there, but I still like it because because Rick Rubin didn't produce that one. So at least it's somewhat decent, even if it's rehashed. So I mean, I'm talking about these other songs are rehashed, but they suck hard. Where Psycho Man, it's rehashed, but I enjoyed it. But anyway, Peace of Mind is a piece of shit. Alright, what's that going against? Oh, It's a Raid. Wow. Wow. The worst song Ozzy's ever been associated with. And believe me, he's done a lot of shitty songs. But this song, It's a Raid? What the fuck is this song about? And it doesn't help when you have that fucking scribble face rapper in the fucking, what's his name? Provolone, or whatever the fuck his name is. That, you know, oh my god, that song, It's a Raid, man. It's like, who the fuck look, anybody out there, seriously, that like Ordinary Man, seriously, are you going to be serious with me, or are you lying to me that you still listen to it? Because if you've put it on recently and you didn't say, what the fuck was I thinking? You need therapy. Seriously. It's a Raid is fucking terrible. What a piece of shit song. And that's what ends the album, but there's still a bonus track. And the last bonus track, and of course I'm giving that to Peace of Mind. That piece of shit song. The last bonus track is Pariah. You know, in this song, Ozzy's voice is almost horrible. It's like the best sounding he sounds in all these songs, but it's still not great. You know, and the riff reminds me of The Loner, which is like a third generation rehash. Loner sounds like fucking NIB, and Pariah sounds like Loner. A third generation, and two of those generations in one fucking album with bonus tracks. Unbelievable. It's just, I would expand on this, but seriously, why should I, man? I mean, I've already made my point. This is Black Sabbath treading same ground. It's just dragging and boring and oh my God. Look, who the fuck still listens to 13? Is anybody out there still listening to 13, An Ordinary Man? Because seriously, if you do, sharp objects should not be around you. Unless you want to commit suicide. Alright, Pariah is going against, alright, this is the bonus track on Ordinary Man. It's a song called Dark Side Blues. Oh wow, it's Ozzy trying to be Robert Johnson. It even has like this really muffly production, and it's this blues thing with harmonica. It's only like a minute and change, and it's horrible. But what's not horrible in all these songs I fucking talk? So I'm going to give that one to Pariah. So 13 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Ordinary Man got 1. But both of them fucking suck. They're both terrible. It's heartbreaking to me to see both these, you know, Ozzy and, I mean, Ozzy's going to make a new album. I mean, maybe, I know this is wishful thinking, but maybe he can release something decent before he ends his career, because Black Sabbath already fucked it up with 13. Nobody talks about, every time you talk about Black Sabbath, you hear about, I hear more about the Tony Martin era albums, which I love, more than 13. Nobody talks about 13 anymore, because it was kind of like, oh, they're back, a buzz, went #1, it got a buzz, and people were into it, and then, you know, people just abandon it. Nobody listens to 13 anymore. I would like to know, who the fuck out there would listen to 13 like you would listen to Volume 4 if you're an original Black Sabbath fan? If you go back to the classics and you go back to 13 just as much. Come on. Come on. Honestly, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. If anybody out there says they listen to Ordinary Man and 13 still, to this day, on a regular basis, you're full of shit. Seriously. You are like Sammy Hagar, Paul Stanley of Kith, and Nikki Sixx all rolled into one. A big bullshit ball of shit. Ball of bullshit. You know you don't listen to it anymore. And if you do like it, that's cool and all, but there's no way you listen to that. It's just, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Liar. Anyway, that's it, man. I'm done with the torture. You know, I'm going to listen to some Volume 4 now, actually. And then Diary of a Madman. Listen to the glory years, the good shit. The non-processed bullshit. Where there's no garbage or garbage water in these albums. Great classic shit, and that's how I choose to remember Ozzy and Sabbath. And I'm kind of bummed that I listened to these two albums again. I'm never going to do it again. But I did it for you guys because I suffer from my art. So if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please donate to my channel. I have a PayPal in the description below. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath that doesn't have 13 in the title. And schmack 'em a gob.